Welcome back to Yoga Express. It's all about moving the body to still the mind. My name is Bani. I'm your host for this program. As you can see, we have a very high energy, very small group right here on the mat today. And we are going to take you through some really interesting stretches, some interesting moves. It's going to be my special guest for today, my guest teacher for today, Nayobi Perdomo.
Hi.
Nayobi,
Hi.
welcome back to the show. You have stretched with us once before.
Yes, I have.
I really appreciate that you're back. We're looking forward to your energy.
Thank you.
I also noticed, actually before I go on, I'm going to acknowledge our crew. Connie, our director, Connie Perry, thank you so much. You're flying solo once more. You have given us wings right here, so thank you for staying with us, Connie. Richard Swanson is responsible for all the lights, the studio settings, and making us look better and better every time. So, Nayobi, I'm going to introduce you to our viewers in just a moment, but before that, I'm curious about something. Before we started today's episode, I noticed you were working with energy.
Yes.
What was that?
So it's really helpful to, usually when you feel a little bit tight or unsure or there's a blockage in certain parts of your body,
Right.
it's very important to really bring energy into that field. So when I was sitting down, legs crossed, I had my hand kind of in an oval shape near my navel. We're going to be actually talking about that later on.
Okay.
I was putting energy towards my confidence, right? Firing
The
myself
Manipura
up.
chakra you
Manipura
mentioned.
chakra,
Right,
the third
right.
chakra, and the color for that is actually yellow.
Right.
Very beautiful color. And I really wanted to bring energy into that because we're actually going to be focusing with that today.
Right.
So it's really good to place energy into those places where we feel like we need more love or more energy. So I brought more energy into that, core center
We could
that we
use
have there. Yeah.
That was beautiful. It was really lovely watching how you were managing the energy. I would say managing for want of a more beautiful word, but in a way I was thinking, she's really staying very controlled. It was lovely to watch you, and I was going to ask you something. I said, no, I'm not going to interrupt.
No.
But tell me, Nayobi, you are not only a registered yoga teacher, you're also a certified holistic health counselor.
Absolutely.
So what is that?
Yeah, so holistic health coach is basically I help people achieve their optimal health through nutrition, right? And everyone has a different diet, so it's very important to really help people and to come from where they're at. So if you have a different culture, you eat certain things, I'm not going to stray you away from that. I'm just going to bring you to where you're comfortable and give you the proper tips and lessons that you need to have optimal health. And
So you actually deal with Ayurveda
I
as
do
well?
Ayurveda.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so it's a great place to be, and I love helping people, and it's just something that I love to do.
I am so happy you're here today, Nayobi. Is there anything else you'd like our viewers to know about you? Our director is going to bring your credits up, so if you can tell them how to reach you.
Yeah, if you want to see me personally, I actually teach at Ridgewood, Queens at All Yoga Studio on Wednesday nights from 6:30 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. So I would love to see you, and you can reach me there or at my Facebook account.
Facebook account as well. And I think the last line in your credits, myfitadventure@gmail.com.
Yes.
It'll also come up in the rolling credits at the end of the show. Nayobi, is there anything else you want our viewers or me to know before we get started today?
Let's get fired up.
Okay, Manipura chakra, here I come.
So today we're going to be focusing on Manipura chakra. So let's start on all fours, hands and knees on the floor. So when we're here in this position, you want to make sure that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders, that your knees are right underneath your hips. So we have a nice plain nice plain flat back, right? So as we hear, we're gonna start to activate our shoulders, right? Our inner shoulders that are right here, and we're gonna start just activating, pushing it up, right? Pushing it all the way up. And as we do that, we're gonna curl our toes under. And as we exhale, we're going to lift our knees about 2 inches off the mat. So let's begin to lift our knees up and engage our core. Inhale, exhale for 1. Inhale, exhale for 2. Inhale, exhale for 3, and slowly lower down. Good. Let's put the tops of our feet back on the floor, right? Let's re-engage ourselves, lifting through our shoulder blades, and let's curl our toes under once more. Lift up 2 inches off the ground. Inhale, exhale for 1. Beautiful. Great, guys. Inhale, exhale for 2. Inhale, exhale for 3. Let's do it for 1 more. Inhale, exhale for 4, and slowly release. Place the tops of your feet on the ground and slowly shift yourself back into a child pose. Open up your knees about mat width apart and release, let it go.
I have never welcomed child pose so much.
Feels so good. Good. Inhale, slowly rise up back to all fours. Curl your toes under. And if this is your first downward dog for the day, you can come with bent knees. So begin to lift your knees up and press your heels all the way back. Shift your tailbone back. Lower your head and come to your first downward facing dog. So if you have any type of injuries in your shoulders or in your wrists, you can actually bring your arms out to the side just like that. Or bend your knees if your hamstrings feel just a little bit tight today. Great. And as we do that, Banu, inhale, reach your right leg up and back. And as you exhale, bring your knee to your nose if you can. Good, shift your way forward. Inhale, shift your foot all the way back. Exhale, bring it forward towards your nose. Inhale, last one. Exhale, knee to nose if you can. Hold your 1,
Manipura chakra is
2. Now place your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee down. Good. And let's bring a nice big inhale in arms overhead. Good. That feels really good.
It does.
Exhale, hands to heart center. And now let's place our hands back on the floor and come back into your downward facing dog. Come on, back. Knees bent if you need to. And at any point in time where you need to rest, always go into child's pose. Inhale, reach the left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Really use that inhale and exhale. Activating your core, exhaling. Keep a smile on your face. It's always good to bring love into that center energy. Last one, exhale, knee to nose. Good. Place your foot between your hands. Lower your right leg down. And inhale, reach your arms overhead. Feel air coming into your body. And exhale, center that energy to your heart. That feels good, right?
Feels really amazing.
Good. Place your hands back on the floor. Good. Lift your knee up. Press yourself back to a downward facing dog. And now begin to slowly walk your feet, towards your hands. Little by little, baby steps. And as we inhale, lift your chest halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, reach your arms overhead, palms to touch, look up at your thumbs. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now place your right hand on top of your belly and your other hand on your heart. Let's begin to bring energy into that center field. And let's imagine a yellow bright light begin to glow and grow inside of us. Exhale, now place your hands to the side. And let's start with our Surya Namaskar. As we inhale, we're going to reach our arms overhead. Palms to touch. Look up at your thumbs. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach your chest halfway up. Exhale, walk or jump back into your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. As you inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog, whichever you decide. And as you exhale, press your tailbone back, press your heels back, downward facing dog. Lower your head, look at your feet or your belly. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale for 1. Inhale, exhale for 2. Last one, inhale, look forward, bend your knees, look forward, and walk yourself to the front of your mat. Reach your chest forward on inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And as you inhale, reach your arms overhead, palms to touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do that one more time, really getting the energy flow here. Good. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, walk or jump back to your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. I'm going to go into chaturanga, leaning forward, elbows in towards my ribcage, lifting, chest is high, and as I exhale, downward facing dog. Any variation is good. Take your time. Press your tailbone back. Inhale. Last one. Inhale. Good. Bend your knees. Look forward. Walk. Or take a big step forward. Inhale. Reach your chest forward. Long spine. Exhale. Forward fold. Hinging from the hips. As you inhale, reach your arms overhead. Palms to touch. And exhale. Hands to heart center. Now keep your hands right here to your heart. And let's begin to lift the right knee at a 90-degree angle. Right? Pressing the heel. Right? Engaging your core. Looking at balance. Focusing. Now we're going to engage the left buttock. And as we exhale, we're going to reach our right leg all the way back into a high lunge, keeping a slight bend in the back leg. Good. And as we inhale, reach your arms overhead, coming into crescent pose. Now begin to engage not only your inner thighs, but your core muscles. If you can look up at your thumbs. And as we inhale, good, reach your arms overhead. And as we exhale, open up into warrior two. Make sure your front heel is parallel to your back arch. Bringing that tailbone all the way down. Opening. Good. Take a nice big, this is a very powerful pose.
Feels good to just totally
open up, right? Now flip your left palm up. Reach forward. Let's come into a peaceful warrior. Placing the right hand on the leg, looking up at the left palm. And as you exhale, place your left palm to the outside of your left foot and reach your arm overhead. Now, if this is too much for you, you can come and place your hand, your arm, on top of your left thigh, right? Inhale. Good. Exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale. Make sure you're smiling. It's always good. Now place your hand back down onto the mat to the outside of your foot, your left hand. Now look toward your left foot and little by little bring the left foot all the way behind you into Vashisthasana, side plank. Now you can stack your legs or you can bring your left knee down. That's another variation. Good. Using your core, lifting through the right hip. Good. And as you exhale, place your right hand down and let's go through a vinyasa flow, shifting your chest forward. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana or knees, chest, chin. As you inhale, upward facing dog, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale for 1. Inhale, exhale for 2. Good. Bend your knees, look forward, walk or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, palms to touch. And hands to heart center, stay right here. Let's do the same thing on the left side. Good. As you inhale, lift your left knee up, 90-degree angle, pressing, engaging your belly, engaging your core muscles. And as you exhale, reach the left leg back. Good. Have a slight bent knee on the back leg. Reach your arms overhead as you inhale, crescent pose. Feeling a nice stretch in the psoas muscles, the quadriceps, reaching. Good. You can even look at your palms. And as you exhale, open up, warrior two, shifting the back leg flat. Opening up through your sternum, looking forward and powerful. Right, confident, which is all about the Manipura, right? Feeling confident in yourself, feeling loving and giving. Inhale, flip the right palm up, shift your weight forward, look up, reverse your warrior peaceful. And as you exhale, place the right hand to the outside of your right foot or on top of your right thigh. Reach your hand up. Always have your palms open, looking up. And as you exhale, place your right hand down to the outside of your right foot and slowly begin to shift. Using your core, brace yourself and come into Vashisthasana. Side plank, either on your knee or staggered, whichever way is fine. Really lifting through that hip. Good. And as you exhale, place the left hand down. And you can go through your vinyasa flow or child's pose, whichever you like. Really gearing that energy out. Inhale, walk your feet to the outside, to the outer edges of your mat, making sure they're nice and wide. And slowly begin to walk your hands back towards your feet, squatting all the way low into Malasana, deep squat pose. Now, if this is not possible for you, a half squat is just fine, right? It takes time for your hips to finally lower and come back.
This is how we swab the floor at home.
Yes!
I'm very comfortable here.
Right? And now let's begin to shift our weight from side to side. Opening slowly our hips. This also engages our core muscles. It's so good to come back to this pose. Reminds me of when children, right? When we were children and we used to just go into this pose
they
so
just
easily.
naturally go into
Naturally.
Absolutely.
And this is such a great pose to do. So,
I have two granddaughters and they do it all the time.
And then we forget as we get older. So it's always good to come back to Malasana. I always say 5 minutes of Malasana keeps the doctor away. And as you inhale, begin to, now we're going to transition from this into Navasana, which is boat pose. Begin to press your buttocks back and slowly come with your legs together into boat pose. Now if this is too much for you, you can have your hands to the side or place your hand close to the back of your knees. Good. We're going to stay here for inhale. 1. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Now we're going to lower into low boat pose, extending our legs out in front of us, keeping our chest lifted. And as we exhale, coming back up. Yes. And you can hold on to your legs. Good. Last one. Exhale. Good. And slowly lower your feet, pressing your legs towards you. Now let's stretch that out. Extend your legs out into Dandasana. Stab pose. Place your hands behind your buttocks so your fingertips are facing you. And as you inhale, begin to press your hips up. Lean your head back. Now, if this is too much for you, you can always come to bent knee and press yourself up into table. Good.
It's amazing. You need a lot of arm strength for these, right?
Some of required it, but a lot of it, exhale. When you start learning your body more, you start noticing that a lot of it is from your core.
From the core.
right? Everything centers from the core. Now let's come into feet crossed. You can bring your ankles crossed together, and as you inhale, reach your arms overhead. And exhale, release all that energy and forward fold. Now, the main goal here is not to reach towards front of your mat, but really to elongate the spine, make it nice and long. I see a lot of students sometimes wanting to reach their toes,
Right.
and they forget about their spine. Your spine is your lifeline, right?
Right.
So elongation is always necessary. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Good. And as we inhale, reach your right arm up. And your left hand comes behind you. And as you exhale, come into your twist, twisting from the navel. Twisting exercises are also good for your core, right? It's not just strengthening, it's also elongating, twisting. Helps with digestion. Inhale, come back up. And lower it back to center. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And place your right hand behind you. Exhale, twist. And let's place our hand, one hand on our belly and one hand on our heart. And understanding that the connection between our navel, our ego, and our heart always being humble and of service to one and others. As we exhale, just let it go. Let's place our hands to your side. And let's lower down to our belly. To our back.
Shall we do heads to the center?
Yeah. Lower on to the mat. Now these are very simple exercises that you can do at home. So I want to just show Banu here for a second. What we're going to do is we're going to engage the belly while we're laying down. It's like, how do we do that? We do that in this way, right? We're going to tilt the pelvic bone, right? So we're lifting and then we're releasing, right? So this subtle movement. So we're going to tilt the pelvic bone forward, and as you exhale, release it, coming back into a neutral spine, right? So what we're doing is we're really working, continue, Banu, on not only our lower abdominal muscles, right, but also our sacral chakra, which is our pleasure zone, right? So we're doing that. So we're tilt the pelvic and exhale, release. Tilt it. Good. Last one. And tilt. Now hold right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Now let's place our soles of the feet together. Open up into Supta Baddha Konasana. Releasing, opening up, letting everything go.
Ladies, I'm giving you a 4-minute warning till rolling credits.
Great, thank you.
Last inhale, exhale. Bring your legs together, knees in towards the belly, in towards the heart. Extend the left leg out. Take your left hand, place it over your right knee. Bring your right hand out to the side and begin to twist toward your left. Good. Make sure that your shoulder is not lifted. As you see, Banu, she's doing a great job. She's an expert.
We have a choice. Either my knee goes down or my shoulder comes up.
Good. And switch sides.
It feels great.
Yeah. Now bring your left knee in towards your chest. Take a hold of the left knee with the right hand. Extend the right leg out. And begin to twist. So the goal here is not to get your knee down to the floor if it's not there yet. It's
Good
really
to
to
know.
get like a nice twist of the spine, right?
Feels good.
Making everything that's in the belly move around, and it's also a really good detoxifier. Any type of twisting exercises helps with detoxification. Inhale. Good. Come back to center. And let's go into a happy baby by bringing both knees into the chest and grasp your feet with your hands from the outside, and then we can begin to wobble ourselves from side to side, bringing memories of our childhood. And this actually looks like an upside down malasana, does it not?
It does, because you have the knees out, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Also, I feel a nice massage on the base of my
Yeah.
spine.
And your
Feels good. Sacral massage.
sacral,
is that
very nice. Make sure when you're doing your happy baby pose that you're not lifting up, but you're really grounding through the sacrum, right? And just going from side to side. Great. Bring your knees in together. Extend your legs out. Good. And let's prepare for our Shavasana. Making sure that your hands, your palms are facing the ceiling, your feet are relaxed, your hips are grounded, you're centering yourself.
On behalf of Manhattan Neighborhood Network, this is Banu Suresh. You are watching Yogaxpress. I'd like to thank our guest teacher, Nayobi Perdomo. Naomi, thank you so much.
No.
That was an amazing workout.
Thank you.
And thank you, Connie Perry, our director. Thank you so much, Connie, for putting up with us, especially with me. Appreciate it. Stay there. Hang in with us.
Namaste.
Namaste. Folks out there, if you're watching, just know the opening music for this program is from a CD called Saptatandavam Body Music by Cesar De Para. Was created just for Yogaxpress. We air every Monday morning, 6:30 to 7 a.m. Time Warner 56, RCN 83, Fios 34, 6:30 to 7 a.m. Sometimes you might find a repeat episode as well. Get in touch with Naomi. You'll see her credits rolling by. And Naomi, if you want to call out your contacts.
Yeah, please reach me at myfitadventure@gmail.com, or you can reach me at my Facebook, My Fit Yogi.
I like that. It's easy to say, right?
Yeah.
My Fit Adventure. That's great. And if the credits are still rolling. Oh, we're good. Beautiful. Very nice. I just want to know, and maybe in the next episode.